What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the left side of the map in the blue color, playing as Odin. His name is Joe. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Oranos. His name is Kimo. The map is Watering Hole, and this is best of 5 for a mini tournament whereby there were lots of strong players, and this is the final of it. Yay! Kimo won the first game on Mediterranean with Oranos, sticking with the Oranos, moving into game number 2. Joe sticking with the Odin as well, trying to take down Kimo's Oranos with Odin here, seeing if he can manage that one. That's a task in itself. So we'll see if he can manage to do so or not. But Odin against Oranos on Watering Hole. It's definitely a doable matchup here for the Odin. However, Watering Hole's very defensive map, very big map, very difficult to push Odin off or Oranos off hunt, similar to Odin as well. But the big thing about this one is, this matchup is, you got to not make mistakes as Odin. If you make a mistake as Odin, you're going to be falling behind. And losing. If you're making a mistake as Oranos, you have more and more opportunities to continue in the game, not necessarily win. If your opponent plays correctly, you won't win, but if you know what I mean, you can make some mistakes and continue in the game, whereas the Odin player, not really the same there. So some ways in which the Odin can win here is potentially like a Ragnarok here. Winning with a heroic age timing push through Skadi or Njord is a possibility as well. Definitely Lone Wanderer Ulfsarks will be seen. I'm interested to see if Kimo has come prepared with any counter Odin strategies as Oranos. He does really enjoy playing Oranos, even though he is Raman. He loves the Oranos gameplay. Very much more aggressive and such here. So we'll see if he can pull something out of his hat. There's a lot of kind of newish Oranos stuff, like trying to advance 4 minutes is a big thing here in this matchup to make sure your army starts getting built early to defend against the early onslaught of the Norse push. But on a map like Watering Hole, probably not that important. Things like double military barracks are a thing as well. Seen that by Moore a couple of times, but it doesn't work that well when your opponent starts making like throwing axemen and things like that. And here we go. Temple up for Joe. Nice and early. Ox cart placement a little bit, leaving a little bit to be desired, but he does fix that one up. Gets another ox cart out as he's moving to the wood here. And just getting the final 2 dwarves up. I like this build order here from Joe. Only 6 food instead of 7 food. Gets an extra dwarf or gets an extra villager on the wood so that you can get out an earlier Lone Wanderer, I guess. We will be. Oh, he's getting a 5th dwarf. 655. That's a bit wild. Don't know if it's that. Maybe he doesn't have the food. Oh, he does. He could have advanced, choosing not to. I guess Watering Hole is a different sort of map. And Kimo about to advance here through Prometheus. He's got the 3-2-2 set up over here on these zebra. Wonder if there's any food down this side of the map. There are some lions, not much else. There's the Osberg wagon here. And we do also have Harmonious Necklace. So some really good relics. Some really good hunt this side of the map for both players. And it's open up the top, which is really big for the raids. So we'll see if that becomes a thing or not here. Anyways, Freya on the way. Is it 35%, 53%? About 10 seconds apart. Well, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Walls coming up. I like this from Joe, trying to secure this side of the map a little bit, prevent running through here. But with this opening here, it's just going to be run in here and then run out here. But that is what it is. Can send this old suck over here to wall this off as well, but it looks like he's going for some sort of raid here as the Prometheus hits for Kimo. Got military barracks, counter barracks now for Kimo. Obvious standard play, it looks like, for Kimo. You can definitely get away with it on this map. And media, and then the Murmillo popping out with the Terma, where Joe going for an early second town center here. I'm not sure about this one. This isn't what I've seen from Odin players. But maybe he's playing around a really big Ragnarok. He's getting Harmonia's necklace, so he doesn't have to get pickaxe, things like that here. We'll see if it works. We just see a Valor God Power coming through as the Valkyrie coming in, trying to snipe the Promethean. He's bashing away. And the Valkyrie's going to be like, all right, I got my damage done, going to leave. Tell him it can't hit me. Going to be fine. But no military buildings down just yet. I don't know about the hunt. He does have Zebra here. He needs to wall off around the Zebra maybe. And Kimo doesn't realize that a 2-town center is coming here, I don't think. This is nice and disguised, honestly. I'm not sure the Oracle saw it. And I'm not sure what Kimo's reaction is going to be. If he just goes for an all-in, trying to push off hunt, push through this wall, push off the hippo, you can prevent this hunt as well. No hunt for Odin with this 2-town center is going to be really brutal, but there is a beautiful gold mine here. That's for sure. Longhouse is now on the way. Walls coming up for Joe now. Getting those wall segments in, making sure he can protect his towers, and he's already got watchtowers. This is very, very defensive, and I like it. And these Murmillo are not going to make it through, and I'm throwing up an extra wall here. Very smart, but he's just about run out of the hippo. He's just about run out of hunt. Yes, there's Zebra here, but does Kimo know about it? Maybe Kimo hasn't seen it, because he ran his Oracle through here, so he doesn't know that there's Zebra here. Obviously, he's going to search for a way through, and he's probably going to find the hunt there. Okay, he sees the Zebra, so he knows that this is where Joe's going to want to go. And Joe doesn't have that many pigs. He's only got 3 pigs. So this could be devastating here if Kimo can cut off hunt. We'll see if he goes for it or not. Another option for Joe would just be, you could just go mass throwing axemen maybe? I don't like it, but you could try it. The termites start becoming very, very strong. And he's going to get some coming out now. Making the dwarves, moving those wood villages over onto the pigs. So he's got 6 villages on pigs. Maybe if he gets up here and walls this off, then he can move onto the Zebra here. Or even like opens up the wood here, like chops down these 2 trees, and he can make a path for himself to run away if he gets raided as an option. But it looks like Joe's actually managed to secure this. As Kimo, for some reason, not realizing how important these Zebra are. And Joe's getting away with a murder here. Throwing up this wall. He's got complete control there. Kimo's getting his 2nd town center. So Kimo is just accepting this is going to turn into a boom wall, which severely favors the Odin player, to be honest, because it means that the Ragnarok's going to be huge, very hard for Oranos players to defend against it. All the walls coming out for Joe, not wanting to get attacked. We are seeing that Kimo gets full reign over the map here, full hunt everywhere. He's going double military barracks. We see an armory coming up for Kimo, so he can rush Mythic Edge, rush Titan or something like that as an option maybe. Probably a bit too slow. The Ragnarok will hit and defend against the Titan. See medium infantry coming through. Dwarves moving on to this gold mine. This map is an absolute craziness here for Joe. He's not producing villages though, so that's a big mistake. Valor getting cast here for Kimo. Ready to move forward with his medium infantry. But by the time he comes in here past these walls, these Zebra are going to be eaten. Going to be long gone, and Joe's going to start farming here, it looks like. The armory coming down. And there is no point of attack here for Kimo. So Kimo could just go, ooh, raids with the Ulfsuck may be huge here. There is Lone Wanderer. There's medium infantry. He's going to look for something. There's a couple of Murmillos sitting on this hunt. He's still got a forest fire, so he could get a huge forest fire here at some point. And he's just going to be searching around, looking for something to attack. Do we see Thea yet? No, Thea fell Kimo. He's just pumping out all the Murmillo. Ulfsuck trying to pick nice garrison there from Kimo. Very similar to the Loki matchup. You don't want to be really engaging these Ulfsark in a fight because they just heal back up. Unless you can kill some. Oh, nice surround here from Joe. Casting the shockwave, and the forest fire comes down. You hate to see it. And that forest fire could have been used much, much better. And now Joe is moving forward here onto more hunt, throwing up another longhouse, pumping villagers out, getting everything he wants, going through Scardy already. Really, really nice timing here. And Kimo sees that this is what's going on, so he's moving forward. He wants to fight. I'm not sure he quite wins this fight here against the infantry, the medium infantry here. He needs the rest of his army. Meanwhile, Joe's going to find this villager, which is a little bit out of position here, and he may be able to get a surround on it. As Kimo's trying to chop down the last 20 wood there, and it's looking like he will get this kill on this citizen here. And he does, as the citizen falls. A nice pick off there for Joe. And Joe hits the heroic age through Scardy in a really, really good position. As Kimo has just found no avenue here to fight. And now Kimo's retreating back to turn around, get a couple of throws off here. He can retreat yet again after picking off these units. Hyperion comes through. Does he cast it? He doesn't cast it. Frost comes down first. As the Frost Giant retreating away. It looks like the Chaos was on... No, it hasn't used Chaos just yet. I thought I saw it. Oh, he did use Chaos. Oh, he hit the Raven! It hit the Raven! Nice play from Joe to get the Raven involved there. I'm not sure if it was on purpose or not. But the Chaos not hitting either of the myth units. Absolutely huge for Joe. But this game is far from over here. As Joe is pushing in. There's still a couple of Murmillo that are out of the frost. Joe not going after this. There are Satyr that can be built right now as Kimo has them queued up here. Hero Murmillo needs to get onto those Valkyries. We do see the Satyr coming in, the Frost coming back out. The unit's ready to fight, but heavy infantry comes in for Joe here, and that's going to force Kimo back as he is going to be struggling to find a winning strategy here against the Odin of Joe. He is retreating back to his home base, still producing units. He's making Murmillo. He's full population here, or pop blocked because his house was picked off. Military barracks coming up for Kimo now. Still trying to control this gold mine. He's got gold mines in his base though. Might have been worthwhile to just retreat back, regroup, get the Satyr out, and then he might have been able to fight here, but he's still not got those out just yet. He's got them queued up, but he's getting out Jamino, but it's not enough at the moment to compete. Those Frost Giants are crazy strong right now. You see him eyeing off those Satyr there if he can hit them with a Frost. I mean, it's very low HP anyway, but he does go for it. Those Hero Terma. He's gonna be able to pick off the Frost Giants though, which is huge here. Kimo's not focused firing though. There he goes. Going after the Frost Giant now. And now the Frost Giant are dead. Those Satyrs start being very scary for the Odin of Joe. And Joe's just kind of throwing here a little bit. Running headfirst into Kimo. He had the advantage. One thing that Oranos loves doing is playing fighting spam wars. Because he can spam. Odin can spam. I mean, so can Odin, but Oranos spams the best. And it means that Kimo's kind of just recovered from that. He's got there's only 2 Frost Giants left where there could have been 4. This is going very, very well here for... Oh, nice Frost from Joe though. He's going to pick off the Satyr. But this is going well for Kimo. Nice job there. And now, Kimo moving back in. Ready to fight. Not ready to fight. Doing his thing. But he's got no real advantage here. He can't grab the town center. Maybe he can sneak this one. And Joe hits the Mythic Age at 14 minutes and 54 seconds while spamming units through Balder. He does not need to cast Ragnarok now, but he does. He does not need to, but he does. And he's going for the attack here. How's the armory looking? He's got just bronze shields here. Kimo's got all the resources in the bank, in the world, and Kimo in this moment decides to tap out, not even experience the Ragnarok. Just not ready for it. I don't know, maybe watchtowers. He has a back gold mine. Watchtowers, throw a couple of watchtowers down, retreat, and you might have been able to continue here. Would have been difficult, but obviously Kimo feels that it's not possible. Too many Frost Giants, not enough heroes for Kimo to deal with it. No real answer to the heroes of Ragnarok, which are really strong. And that is GG. Well played by Joe, leveling the series 1-1 with his Odin, showing that there is Odin in his repertoire. He's not just an Egyptian one trick. He's got some tools. So we'll move on to game number 3 really shortly. If you're enjoying the games, please consider hitting the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.